Hey guys, the back of the helmet came in today. Looks awesome. Detail is really nice, and she's ready to go. It's obviously still closed right now, and I'll open it up as soon as I get done with work. Got new neck bolts. They're really clean and nice looking. So yeah, this is the start. I'll open up and I'll be back in a little bit with an update. Pretty cool. Looks good. I'm excited to see the two halves together. I actually kind of like the yellow color. Be pretty neat. So anyway, that's a first look. I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, I'm back again. It's been about 12 hours. I finished work and then I put in a whole bunch of work onto that helmet. Now here it is. Almost ready for priming. I don't know if you can tell the color on this or not, but it's definitely yellow. Let me see the fiberglass version here. So here's the white fiberglass, and then the yellow resin cast version. So you can see they're pretty nice. I'm gonna get them both all painted up, I think, before C6, but I think the resin cast one will be the one that I'm wearing for my suit, because the fit is awesome. It fits very nicely. Lots more room in my cheeks. It's when I put them down, when I first got them in, the back here is actually slightly smaller than the other one, so I was kind of worried that it might be too small, but it's actually still more room than the other version, and a lot more room in the face area, which is nice. And it's not saying huge. This is all relative speaking, and you know, anybody who's going to be wearing this needs to have still kind of a small head. But I went from the other mask feeling like tight on my cheeks. I have like a little tiny bit of padding at the top just to make sure the eyes line up, but that was it. And then with this one, I'll probably end up putting some foam in the other parts of the face just to make sure it's snug enough, because there's that much excess room, which is good. It's very comfortable. Okay, let me open this up here. Did a few things. When I cut the back off, let me open this first actually. I came up with an idea for these resin neck bolts here, which is to use one of these drywall screws, and I put a screw into the actual resin bolt itself, and then I cut the head off of the screw and threaded on one of these threaded drywall anchors, and cut the sharp tip off, and it goes in through here. Once this is done, it's actually going to thread into the neck, but this is like kind of a temporary setup. If these work nice, I think they make these in metal, and I'm going to pick up some metal ones because it's only 3 turns to put it on, so you don't have to sit there and fiddle with it. With the top here, the old version was held together with the antenna up here, so there's a little O-ring or a little loop that goes in there, and then the antenna bolts down and holds the face on. But with this version, I just added this little hook thing through the mask, and I put a little bit of epoxy putty in there to hold it in place. It's totally smooth. There's no screws or anything to poke me. There's a little nub that sticks up, and it catches underneath the lip there and shuts, and holds in place real nice. The face won't come off, and it's really good. Also, whoa, almost dropped that, but I added in the little, basically the guides for the eyes. I don't know if you can see this in the light, but basically just little spacers, so when I put the eyes in, they don't go too far forward and poke out. They just line up real nice. They go right nice and flat, flush to the front of the mask, which looks good. So with the back, there are a little bit of issues on the inside. The outside looks awesome. There's like a few tiny little spots to sand, but nothing out of the ordinary. But the kit's really, really subtle, very easy. Like once it's primed, I'll probably vanish. But on the inside, there's some sag where the resin kind of got really thick right here. So I took about probably 25 minutes with the Dremel and just cut it all out, and then it's basically fine now. So that was good. That was probably my only complaint as far as this goes. And this was I think this is the first cast out of the thing. So there's some trial and error involved with one of these, and I'm sure that they'll improve over the next 2 or 3 that he makes, and he'll get it wired down. The face came out perfectly. When I got this, it was the thickness in here was just awesome. And so now that I've done the little bit of grinding at the bottom here, I took out like a bubble. This fits really, really nice. It closes up over my face just really easily, and no problems with fitting or crushing my cheeks or my nose, which is amazing. So yeah, with these little neck bolts, what I did is, you see the tip of the screw, and I threaded that in there, and then I cut the head off, and yeah, there we go, and screwed this little drywall piece back over the top. Like I said just now, this one got stuck, so you want to make sure that if you do this, that the pieces are glued in place so they're nice and tight and won't get stuck in the mask. And I think that is probably it for now. I've been doing a ton of things, so I'm trying to just keep this really quick, and then maybe tomorrow I'll have another update because I will have done so much because it's Saturday. So good night.